Tomorrow.
What do you say?
You hear that? Can you name the songwriter responsible for the song that you're hearing right now? #1 hit. Turns out the woman who wrote Taking Chances for Celine Dion also penned hits for other top artists like Christina Aguilera, Gwen Stefani. I could really go on and on and on. In fact, she's written
going on.
Yeah, well, 168
Please,
songs for multi-platinum albums, and she just so happens to be a new judge on this season's American Idol. We're very pleased that Kara DioGuardi is joining us live this
Thank you
morning.
for having me.
Hello to you.
Hello.
It could go on and on.
I love that you're going on. This is great.
You are a phenomenal songwriter.
Thank you.
So incredibly talented.
Thank you.
American Idol had the judges. Everything was going well. It was great. Why did you want to become a part of American Idol?
You know, I couldn't believe I got the call, actually, because I would have thought, you know, why didn't they hire someone famous or someone who's already an established kind of personality? So when you get that call, it's so flattering and you're so honored. And because I've worked with so many Idol contestants, it felt kind of like a natural extension. But, you know, you can't imagine what it's like. It was just an incredible ride.
I'm sure
all
it
around.
was. And we can't imagine American Idol without some drama and
Idol
controversy.
drama? Really?
And this,
What
that,
show
and the
is
other.
that?
I don't know.
I don't know that show.
Chris Allen, voted by the American people. He is this year's American Idol.
Yes.
Between the two, who would you have voted for? Chris Allen or
Boy,
Adam
you really
Allen?
don't mince
Just go
words,
right
do
to
you?
it. No.
You know, I think it's very difficult to make that decision because they are so incredibly different. Adam is more the harder side of rock. Chris was more the softer side of rock, but they both shared this kind of fearlessness that they were who they were. They had a vision for themselves as artists, and they stuck to it. And I really admired that about them. And I think this year we didn't end up with just singers. We ended up with artists. And you have a real sense for what their records will be when you go to the record store. And I think that ultimately is the goal.
And they both are going to sell a lot of records. They're both
I
phenomenal
think so.
talents and
I think
going
so.
to do so well. So we remember that from the season finale. And we also remember another moment from the season finale.
I don't remember any other moments.
You don't? No,
No.
You got up on stage.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Really?
We heard you sing.
Oh, I remember singing.
And then the moment at the end. Girlfriend, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I don't think I was thinking. I think that's what was going on. You know, they had this idea, and I thought, wow, that's really a fun idea. That sounds like it would be hysterical. But I'm not singing or being in a bikini, so who are you going to get to do that? And they kind of just kept sticking to it and saying, you know, it'd be really great. And the singing part I was kind of down for.
Sure.
You know, that was all right. But then this bikini notion, I thought, oh, they'll forget about that, but they didn't forget about it.
Anything you would have done differently?
You know, I did it for charity. So at the end of the day, I'm willing to make fun of myself.
And the group that the charity, that the money is going to?
Is the Phoenix House. I've been building recording studios there in different facilities to help kids that are going through drug addiction, to kind of deal with their emotions, to go to a place that's safe, where they're not judged, where they can kind of open up about what they're going through, and it's really helped a lot of them in their recovery. So the money that Fox donated will go to build another one. We're probably going to do it in Texas. So for that, you know, I'm just glad the button at the bottom got stuck, because those were my problem areas. So that worked well.
You have spoken quite openly, and it's really helped a lot of people, Kara. You talked about in your past, the body image problems,
I know,
issues that you've had.
You know, so you can imagine the fear of getting up in front of people.
Well, it must have been odd for you because you had those issues about your appearance and that, and so then to do what you did.
Well, I think there's been a large change in my life from when I had those issues, in the sense that I really had to look at myself and say, I was creative, and back then I was kind of trying to be what everybody wanted me to be. So the moment I started being true to myself and following my dream, you know, not to say that those problems went away immediately, but, you know, I built my self-esteem up by tackling things like writing songs and having them be successful and then feeling good about it. So, you know, in terms of the Idol gig, yeah, to get on stage and do that bikini thing was rough, but it was for charity. And I can overcome a lot of things if there's a real good reason.
And you have overcome quite a bit. You coming back for another season?
I hope so. Can I come back and hang out with you?
Anytime,
Okay, good.
anytime. Well, Carrie, you look great.
Thank
and,
you.
Again, so 168 platinum multi.
I'm tired.
That's a lot. That's a
Wanna
lot
go
of
to
writing.
sleep.
But continue.
I've been so lucky. I've worked with some of the best artists out there, and you know, it's an honor to get in the studio with people that can sing like Christina and even Chris and Adam, who I got to work with on the Winter Song. So
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
Again, they have a great future ahead of them.
I
Both of them
agree.
do. Thanks so much
Thank you.
for coming in and joining us. We do appreciate that. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much. Oh, can I get up now?